Guys, Friday, eagerly waiting the arrival of Johnny Watson. Boy, give you guys just a little leeway and the shit just gets out of control. Okay, I'm going to try to cover it all. First of all, I did pick up a few things, but Johnny's not here, so I'm gonna go with one that really looked good from well, they all look good from Hazman, but this one was a Imperial IPA, Old 21, 9.5%. Bottle cap looks something like that. In case I forget, I have been lathering up. Dub Glock 23. You asked to see an AK. I actually do not, nor have I ever owned an AK. It's something I've been wanting to. Maybe sooner than later. We don't know. Nobody got, right off the bat, nobody got the guess on the new part for the AR pistol. It already had the T2 tungsten powdered Spikes tactical buffer in it. It has the David Tubbs spring in it already, and one of the most awesome improvements was the Huber Concepts brake, which it already had on it, so none of those were right. So I'm willing to stick with the same plan. Dub Glock, I think you also made a comment about a shotgun. My Mossberg Zombie gun is actually out at a company that I'll be doing some sponsorship work for, getting some work done to it, so I can't show you that one. At this moment in time, all I have is my bitch mule Mossberg 500. You know, this one is right now it's got an ATI setup on it. Nothing real special about this one. This one has seen more action than Madonna. So there's one. And I also have this little gem. This is the Mercury Magnum Model G. I don't remember what the number was. It's the 1032. This is obviously a double-barreled 10 gauge. And yes, it is entirely possible to squeeze both triggers at the same time. I have done it. And it still doesn't kick as much as the BMG 50. This will take a 3.5 inch 10 gauge shell. So this lets you know some shit's going down when you squeeze the trigger. So that's the two shotguns that I have right now. Just gonna lay it down in there so it doesn't fall down. By the time you see this, you would have probably over at the ebomey. I got this custom set of Zombie Green Spec Ops made for me by Jason, and we're gonna give away a couple sets, so another damn giveaway going on. But took the orange off, and I think I'm gonna hang on to these. I haven't my other set that I'm gonna get a care package out to NIHAP, but I've got, maybe if I just can't make up my mind, maybe I'll put orange on one. No, I really like these. These are awesome. So why don't we drink? And then got two more things: a BMG 50 and Scrat. I mean, that shit can only happen over here. Just gonna use the old bow tie. And since it's from Hazmat, I'm gonna put this in a Cellar Rats glass. Now that is some beer. The Cellar Rats. I think of all the stuff I tried. Well, actually, I was kind of surprised. Liked them all. Liked them all. Loved 90% of them. Okay, it's kind of looks like a Pilsner with a little bit of haze to it. Has a very kind of a typical citrus, tropical fruit smell to it, and maybe it actually has kind of a buttery like smell. So, cheers, guys. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, Paul. Citrus. Kind of undefined. Right on the heels of that is the tropical fruit sweetness. Like pineapple. Mainly pineapple is what I'm getting. Kind of a this dry center. And then kind of finishes with I should wait. Sometimes these drastically change, but kind of a tropical fruit, citrusy, just a mild bread or biscuit, but pretty much just what it is at the beginning is kind of what you get all the way through. (9.5%). I'd say if you hit her hard, you get a little bit of that alcohol warming. Okay. Percentage-wise, we got enough beer talked about. Now we can roll back to a gun. The real Cobra Burnout. Yeah, that's that gem that you noticed in the background. Yeah. They probably need to hazmat this bitch down before. You know what I'm saying. What that poor thing has gone through. As far as I know, it's on fire too. Will it fire? Who knows. Okay, Sharky 762? Yeah. You wanted to see the BMG 50. I actually need to get a video on this. It hasn't shown up on the ebomey. This is kind of like a first. There is a shitload of things that has actually gone down with this since last year's shoot, and I don't know in what order I should talk about them. Beer and BMG 50s. If you can see it, we'll start at its ass. I have a specially modified, thanks to Matt at ATI. You know, shit, you really want me to show this to you. Not only did I give him shit saying you better back up, but the barrel by itself is 15.5 pounds. The barrel by itself. Ugh, good God. Oh, that was my spleen. Okay, I've got an ATI, one of their new tack lights, cheek riser, just on a kind of a minimal setting just to get you dialed up to that scope. It is a millet. It actually survived this year's shoot. This is a brand new scope. It still has to be dialed in. Last year, this gun broke. The power ring was locked at 25. I think it goes 25. Locked at 25, and you could not move it with a wrench. But Millet is now owned by Bushnell, and they replaced it, no questions asked. So this does move, unlike the setup last year. Nice thick cushy pad. First time I ever fired this rifle was with an A2 style stock on it. Yeah, I put 13 rounds through it that day, and my arm looked like bloody hell. I don't know if I've mentioned I had a GoPro set up out there, and I'm almost embarrassed at how I was shooting this on the 12th round. I was just basically closing my eyes and getting the fuck out of the way. It was all captured on film, and you guys will never see it. As we move forward, this spent 6 months down at Huber Concepts. John, the trigger guy, I have to tell you, I don't even know how to describe it. This trigger is, as you can see, there is absolutely no play at all. And everybody was guessing it was about 2 pounds, where it actually scales at a constant 3. But it is some of the finest trigger work I've ever felt. And this is John just cleaning up the stock one. We had some issues last year, and John did some work on put a new bolt and handle in it and head spaced it. Now on an AR-15, if you think head spacing is necessary, I have a bridge for sale. On something where you're up to the pressure of a BMG-50, very, very critical. I bought John a set of go, no-go gauges, and I'm like, so what if it's no-go? What the fuck do you do? I mean, if it's no-go, you're kind of screwed, aren't you? Thankfully, we got go. You just have to. God, trigger is unbelievable. We broke the bipod this year and fired it off of a bag the last few shots. So I put a bipod on here. I actually took this off of Samantha's rifle and put the GG and G on Samantha's rifle. And the artistically unbelievable work. This rifle, you are about to see the prototype. Right now, this is the only Huber Concepts BMG-50 break on the planet, and he did it in Damascus. And if you look carefully, not only can you find Waldo, but you can find Huber in that. I honestly cannot say enough about John Huber. The man is unbelievable, and the fact that nobody, and I mean nobody, has the BMG-50 break from Huber Concepts but me. It is noticeably an improvement over the stock one. The stock one will live again, though. I gave the stock one to Jason Shade, and he had a BMG-50 project. So, in case you're wondering, this is the lower is a stock, well, sort of stock. Well, not anymore, thanks to John Huber. The lower is a AR-15 with a Huber Concepts massively reworked trigger. And the kit, when you get this, sit, boo-boo. When you get this, because there's no serial number, you can order this directly from Safety Harbor Firearms They have a questionable reputation, but as of right now, we have not blown this thing up. They'll send you the upper, and you basically just snap it onto your lower, but they do send a different hammer. It's a longer hammer because it has to get up, instead of to the center of a 5.56 round, it has to get to the center of a BMG 50 round. So this well, would I recommend that you get one? Flat out, honest answer is that is absolutely the most fucking ridiculous thing in the entire collection. I'm going to need to put some rounds through it because I need to zero it in. Hi!
Jesus again?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of a weird thing. What did you get? The Schwan Man.
Good stuff. Food.
It probably gets a total of 10 shots per year outside of the shoot, but I personally have no problems paying for that rifle to keep it around for the shoot because so many guys have never had the opportunity to fire a BMG 50, and we try to have ammo on hand, but the basic rule is you can shoot it as many times as you bring ammo for. 2 years ago, we had a bunch of ammo provided by the owner of In the Red Exploding Targets, and the guy that did the loading for him did an absolutely shitty job and thought he was like doing life a favor by packing the powder into it, and the rifle does fairly well with functioning as long as you are firing a decent BMG 50 round. You are looking at
This is like Tetris. You gotta pack it all in there. Sorry.
660 grain. The stupidly overloaded shit expanded the brass a little bit too much, and it became kind of an issue getting the shells ejected, which led us to issues, and which is why several things had to be fixed on it. But this year it functioned very well, and like I said, if you fired that gun last year and somehow could remember what you had done. Are you two? You have to play with the shit?
Yeah, I do.
That brake does make. Thank you, Vanna. That, please show them the brake. Could you fondle it just a little bit? Slowly. I can't say enough for the effort that John Huber is like a mad frickin' scientist when it comes to. Oh, I'm sorry. There's so much awesomeness going on right there.
Oh, hot dog.
Eating a hot dog, drinking a beer. Wow.
That wiener doesn't fit the bun.
I don't even.
Don't take it down that path. Okay, that hot dog doesn't fit the bun. Is that a better choice of words? That just made you lose your whole thought process.
What day
Happy
is?
Friday!
Oh, Friday. I was gonna say what day is?
And I haven't even started drinking yet.
Sam going with to dinner?
I'm assuming so. She said she's going to be home tonight.
So you're going to need a DD. Okay, I'm going to need a DD. Oh, I forgot to mention to you. I was actually given the next 2 days off.
Oh,
I have not had 2 days off since the shoot in September. Now I get them in a row. Hey, liver, you're fucked. Wait till Johnny gets here. Wonder what Johnny's bringing with him. I thought Johnny was flying, but Johnny's driving.
Oh, really?
He said his GPS said he was going to be here at 7:38.
All right, then.
Right now it is 6:43. You do the math. So, Sharky 672, come on up, give her a shot. I probably am not going to get the opportunity to get that scope sighted in yet this year, but I have to say, after shooting it with John's trigger, you felt that, haven't you? Take your hands off my scrap. I have to discuss that too. That was a Dub Glock 23. I let you try this, didn't I?
Yes.
That's like, you gotta put a condom on, like right there. It's like you're anticipating, and it's like.
Such good choice of words with the hot dog in the background.
I'm just
saying.
I'm just wondering how many times in a typical week you go, what the fuck was I thinking?
About what?
Me. You remember?
See how bad that is? I don't even give you thought at all. I don't give anybody thought about what.
You know, going back, what is it, 10 years?
No, it's 9. It'll be 9 this July, June.
Seems like forever. It,
Yeah, you wrecked my 10-year plan. Damn it.
Going back to when Chris called and said, I got a phone number for you. You kind of now just wish you had got on the plane and went to Texas like you're...
I would have been warmer. I don't know.
I don't know why we stay here.
I don't know. Because our parents are here. I don't know why they stay.
It's 37 degrees right now.
Yeehaw. Okay, I'm going back upstairs now.
Johnny said he's going to drive as fast as he can. Oh, happy birthday, Brian, from B Likes to Watch. It's Brian's birthday today. My watch just told me.
Does he watch your bird channel?
Probably not.
Okay, then.
It's a select group. It's by invite only. Remember one guy left a comment saying, "This is stupid. If you really wanna watch a professional brew review, go to Greg's Brew Review." And my comment was, "Good, go. This channel is by invite only." Actually, in the last couple of weeks, I don't know what has gotten into a few of you, but watchers have become commenters, and it's kind of cool, because I do this shit for fun. I mean, this is, I mean, I wouldn't have a beer on a nightly basis if it wasn't for you guys.
Yeah. Damn you all.
And last but not least on the things that I was supposed to talk about, and Dub Glock 23, I did do an attempt to see if I could find one. I can't tell you anything about this other than when the movie came out. This was a Father's Day present from my children. It's Scrap from Ice Age. He does all sorts of shit. I don't know. I can't remember at what point is. You can set his tail if you put him on the. Basically, what happens is he freaks. You have a
freaking fit.
You have a child watching, don't you? Okay, we'll have to keep this G. He has a freak out when you take his acorn.
I do that every day when I...
So, yeah, he's cool as hell. He means a lot to me because then he gets happy when you give him his nut back. Let me see if I can put you on the right path now that your child has seen this. This was 2005 from Mattel Incorporated. So
I wonder if they have like a website that you can check to see about getting.
he's got little Velcro on his fingers so he can grip his nut. So yeah.
Fight the urge.
there's
Don't have a Tourette's moment.
And he can set his tail. He's actually, I don't know why these two haven't fallen down. He was actually holding up these Resident Evil figurines that I won from a guy that used to be a friend and turned out to be a complete
jerk.
Out in California, a lot of us considered him a friend, and then he like turned on everybody. So yeah, you can set his tongue. It's got a little wire in it and stuff. But yeah. There we go.
Fix his tail.
So that's scrap from my kids. I mean, I've done sort of a run through on stuff. There's stuff from my childhood. Basically, the background consists of stuff from my childhood and
stuff that was given to you.
And stuff from my friends.
And family. Mm-hmm. You got a whole lot of stuff.
I get a lot of stuff. Someday it'd actually be nice to maybe make it so that when guys come over and join me in a video, they don't go, "Wow, this looks so much bigger." Oop, the Loke video is up. The first comments have come in. Let's see who had the first comment.
For what video?
God, that Loke.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll never guess who had the first comment. No, think older.
Your friend Chuck.
No, he's not my friend Chuck. It's just Chuck. Chuck the asshole. Chuck the old guy. Chuck from the south. Chuck off. Chuck yourself.
I'm getting the Chuck out of here.
She's getting the Chuck out of here. So, sorry about that.
Be nice to Chuck.
So that's Scrat from 2005. Wow. Shotguns, BMG 50, alcohol, Scrat. Oh, I didn't. I'll show these Loke grips again. Like I said, I'm being 100% honest. I figured I'd do a video, show these, and put the other ones back on here. No, these are so frickin' awesome. And I'm normally not into the gaudy, like, shit grips like this, but they feel so nice and they look so black grips on this. And I'm so honored to say that Jason, the owner of Loke Grips, has become a friend over the last month and a half or so. Just a cool guy. Let's look at it again. Let's do a close-up flyby. These are not G10. These are wood. And no, I don't know what the hell kind they are, but I'm sure JR10 does, because JR10 just magically knows shit. He sits at home with the alien thought stopper, but he like dials it in, and he like just like knows shit. Okay. Oh, and I did. Unfortunately, I was gonna sell her some, and I went over to Keyport, because every time I mention Keyport, I get free shit. Keyport, and I bought The Last from Avery Brewing Rumpkins at 18%. I've got one that's going to go to Hazman. And I've got one that I'm not sure if he can get them or not, but there's one been set aside for Paul at PA Brew News. And I've got another one that I got for Johnny, because Johnny wanted to try it. And that leaves me either cellaring one or sending off another one to another good brew review friend. I'm sure you probably know who you are. So I'm not sure if you're into pumpkin or not, so if you are, I might put it in the collection of stuff for you. Okay. Where the hell are we? I don't know. Oh well. Shit happens, you know. Tomorrow will be a brew review with Johnny. Unless it's a two for tonight. As it's kind of warming up a little bit. Getting a little bit more of the kind of an earthy grassiness, but a little bit more of the bread and the biscuit. But again, it's kind of like, it's not really one of these woo woo woo. You get a little bit of this, and you get a little bit of that, and you get a little bit of this, and then you wait around, and you get a little bit of that. It's kind of, you know, linear. Is it the best Imperial IPA I've ever had? No. Would I get it again? I don't know. I guess Paul could tell me if it's reasonably priced. Like if there's something that I like that's a lot better and this is a little cheaper. Yeah, I'd get it again. Do I recommend that you guys try it if you see it? Yeah. It's definitely not bad. So on the E scale, where do I put Old 21 Imperial IPA, the brew kettle, production works? Oh, like, there's a whole like shitload. I thought it was 9.5. It says it's 9%. 9%, 90 IBUs. I give this an 8 on the E scale. And I thank my big brother, Paul, for sending it over for me to try. And there's another one, which maybe I'll save and split with Johnny. Okay, so we looked at grips, we looked at shotguns, we looked at... I'm not exactly sure what the hell this little piece of Picatinny rail is possibly for in this particular configuration. The one thing I wish is there is a model that you can get with a rail that goes all the way to the front. Don't need it all the way to the front, but the way I like to shoot, this scope has been pushed about. It's been pushed as far forward as I could because I had the leveling level, and it's back in the rings as far as possible. If I had more Picatinny rail, I probably would have gone forward, probably putting the eyepiece more with the very back of the rifle. But thanks to the setup from ATI, it's sort of worked itself out. But yeah, you get an opportunity ever to come and ever want to stop on by and shoot that when I can, because tomorrow, as soon as the sun comes up, the deers will be dropping. And it means if me and Johnny are going to go shooting and the weather's actually nice tomorrow, and it's not supposed to be, there's actually crystallized water scheduled for tomorrow, but it might be nice on Sunday, and we do have a range I've never been to over in Souptown, Superior. So tomorrow's brew review, I do not know. We're gonna have to save that as a mystery. Again, it's Friday night. I want everybody to stay safe, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And again, I appreciate every one of you and the comments and all that shit's very funny. A quick who the hell is that? A in-house intercom. Again, a quick recap. I'm still willing to put together a little craft beer package for the first person that gets the answer right to what new product did I put on the AR pistol to diminish felt recoil. So far, you're all wrong. What do you think, Scrat?